Good morning, sweet friends. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda. This is Tawanda's Blessed Life, and on my channel I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of my green enlightenment. And so today we're back out in our yard again. I haven't been feeling well. I'm still recovering from the flu, and I have some other health stuff going on. But we're slowly going to try to transition back into doing some small things in a project in our backyard, and just kind of build on from there. So we haven't actually been in our backyard for probably about a month and a half because my husband has also had some stuff going on also. So we're just going to gradually just start to pace ourselves. But I do have some plants that I had planned on putting in our backyard, and they've been sitting out, and truthfully I kind of forgot about them a little bit, and so they are not in the best shape. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get the rest of those put in the ground. About last month sometime I did go ahead and plant. We had some lantana that we were going to put in our backyard. I went ahead and just put it in the front yard because it was dying and I wanted to save it. So it's in our front yard at the moment. It's doing very well, and so my goal for today is to go ahead and get the rest of my plants, in the ground. So this particular video will probably just go on for a couple of weeks because I'm going to try and just do that one section, try and get that one section done with what I want to do with it, and then move on to the next section. But I'm just going to do a little bit at a time because I don't want to overexert myself, considering the fact that I'm still not 100%. But so the plan for today is to get the plants in the ground. Hopefully I'll get them where I want them. I will have to go and buy, and it's not going to be today, maybe next week. Hopefully I'll be better next week. I need to get 3 more lantana plants because I think I'm going to do 4 rose bushes, and I don't know yet. I think I have an idea of what I had an idea of what I thought I was going to do, but I think I'm going to change that because we do plan on putting a shed in that backyard in that area, but that's not going to happen for a while. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do what I want to do with it now. And if years down the road we have to move something, we will. But so far, so the area that I'm going to work on is that back fence area. The plan is to paint the fence, which I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to get the plants in the ground so that they can get established, and then hopefully over the next couple of weeks with this video we can see the progress of the plants coming back to life, and then also me fixing up that area. So the plan for that area is to paint the fence or restain the fence, plant the plants. I have some landscaping, what is it called? Some garden landscape edging. So I'm going to put this down. Mulch, which I have to get mulch. I was going to order mulch and I haven't had the time. I didn't really want to order it with everything that we've had going on and then just having it kind of sit. And so but I did talk to one of the owners at the nursery, and we can actually just go and pick up mulch. So what I'll probably just do is do as we're doing, because we have to remulch the front yard also, all of our flower beds. So as we are doing those areas, I'll probably just go and do, since it's up the road, it's like for a cubic yard it's $29, I believe is what it is. And so I believe the last time we mulched we ended up with, we had to get 5 cubic yards, so that's probably what we'll end up getting. But we also, my hair is kind of crazy, we also mulch every 2 years because the mulch that we get does last for a long time, and that's what we prefer. So I think once we get that area painted, the plants down, and then some of the other things that we're going to do, then we'll get the mulch in. And then I ordered, and I'll open this, I ordered another, what is it called? Arch to put back there also. because we are trying to bring in like butterflies and hummingbirds. And I have a honeysuckle vine that I have a honeysuckle vine that I purchased, or I purchased 2 of them. And so I wanted to put them on an arch. So I have this. I think I'm going to put this like, originally I was going to put it like dead center, but I think I'm going to put it in the corner with, I'm going to do a DIY bench. We have this wooden bench, and you guys have seen it before when I decorate my patio, my carport area. There's a little wooden bench out there that was left here, so it's kind of like a trash or treasure, because we had like so much stuff that the previous owners left in the backyard, and that was one of the items, and I ended up keeping it. And so I'm going to DIY that, and I think I'm going to place it in that corner with the arch going above it, and then have the honeysuckle go around it. That's what I think I might do, but I don't know, that might change. But for now, I think that's going to be the plan. And then I'm going to add the ground cover. We do have some ground cover that I did purchase a couple of, was it last month or the month before last? I can't remember. But and you probably already saw that video, but I did purchase some ground cover. So I'm going to put that down also. So that is my plan. And then I do have a DIY bird bath that I made, that I DIY'd. And so that video would have come out already before this video. So I do plan on adding that also to that area. And then we also have some lights that I'm going to add to the fence. We have a lot of stuff in our storage. So what I probably will end up doing is going out in our storage unit at some point. And I'm going to have to like go and pull out all of the things, because our backyard has been, it's a work in progress. When we purchased our house almost 10 years ago, our first thing that we had planned was to do our backyard. Of course, that did not happen. And so now we've saved up to do like the bigger thing, which was the patio area. And then that was like our biggest thing that we wanted to do, but besides the deck. So the deck was actually, no, the first thing we had to do was get a new fence, but the fence has not, even though we got the new fence, it wasn't built right. And so we're actually going to be in the process of trying to do some things with that also. And then we had to get gutters, and then it just everything that we had planned on doing in our backyard, needless to say, it didn't happen. So now we're finally at a point where we can do those things. But we also, for us, when we do the projects at our house, we choose not to finance anything. And so every project that we do at our house is something that we kind of do a research on, and then we save up, get our quotes, and we save up for all of these things, and then we pay for everything in cash, just so that we're not putting ourselves in debt. And so we're slowly getting our backyard to what we want it to be and how we envisioned it when we first moved here. Now, we did envision having like this nice, decent sized pool, but we decided we're not going to do that. But it's still, I think in the end, it's still what we have planned is basically what we need for us. And also too, trying to do some different things and using like some native plants and different things that are native to the area that we live in. And so hopefully these things will work, and it'll help us get through, or give me the look and the feel of what I want, since we decided that this is going to be our forever home. And we've just decided that our main goal for the next 4 years is to take all of our extra money to have our house paid off. So that is our goal. And we're just going to be, I'm still going to be doing like DIY videos, but a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing will be projects that we'll be doing around our house, because we have tons of stuff in our shed for projects that we were going to be doing that we've never really had time to get to, due to a multitude of different things. And so we're going to be trying to get all of those things done to make this not only our backyard, our dream oasis, but to also create our dream oasis with our home. And so all of the things that I've been collecting and envisioning, I'm just going to go ahead and just start to apply those things to our home, just so that it just makes it cozy for us, and just knowing that this is where we're going to be from now on, and we're just going to make it into what we really want it to be. So I'm going to go out here and get these plants planted. I am so sorry that I talked for as long as I did, but I'm going to go ahead and get started out there. We'll go out here and take a look, and we'll get these plants put in, and then over the next couple of weeks I'll go ahead and start to do all of the other things, and then hopefully we can get all of this done for that section, and move on to a different section of our backyard. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a blessed day, and let's get started. Bye. This is what it is currently looking like. I have my plants here. I also have a couple of plants that I had put in pots. I'm going to go ahead and bring those over here also. And so I think I'm going to line the roses up here. Like I said, I'm going to have to go and get 2 more of the lantana plants. And so, yeah, so let's get started. I need a break. sweet friends. So we are officially on day number 2 of me trying to get that fence area complete. I went ahead a couple of days ago and I sprayed it with this 30-second outdoor cleaner, and then I also sprayed it on our garage door and our shed. I would probably suggest not doing that because it did kind of wipe off some of the paint, but I'll show you what the results are after using this. I did not want to use a pressure washer because I thought the pressure from the water would kind of damage the fence even more. And since we haven't decided exactly what we're going to do with the fence, I'm just not going to, I didn't want to damage it any more than what it already is. And so I did go ahead and stop at Dollar Tree. I picked up a couple of cheap little paintbrushes that we can use and rollers because I didn't want to buy anything expensive, because it's going to get tossed anyway because we won't be able to use it after using that stain anyway. But I picked up these from Dollar Tree. They were $1.50 each, and for the price of what I spent on the rollers and the brushes, that would have been like the price of one brush for a stain brush. And then this is what we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Deck Correct. This is in the color Bark. I believe it's Bark Mulch is what we're using, and this is the color we've been using on our fence. If you've seen some of our areas of our fence are already stained and some of them aren't, and so this is what we will be using. Hopefully I have enough to get that area done. It feels like we have about a little bit, maybe like half a can in here, so if not, we'll have to go get some more from Lowe's. But this is what we're going to use. I will say you can also after this is dry, you can actually stain over it, which is what we did for our gazebo area. We used this first and then we stained it with the stain that it has on it now to match our deck, and we haven't had any issues with that. And then I'll show you all what I finished last week, because it did get really hot outside, so my camera stopped running. It was like 90 something degrees outside, so if it gets too hot, it just won't record anything. So I'll show you all what I did, and then what I used to plant the plants in that area that I'm going to turn into a garden bed. And I think for now that is all we're going to try and get done today. If I can do more, I will. But as I said before, I'm still recovering from the flu. It takes me a little bit longer because I have other health issues. Do what I can and just kind of take my time, and yeah, eventually it'll get done. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's get out there and let's get started. Before we get started, my camera did die. Well, it didn't die, it just got overheated, so it wasn't able to record everything when I planted the plants last week. But when I did actually end up planting them, I ended up using some of the Black Cow and then some of the Command Lawn and Turf. And I went ahead and just placed it in the holes that I dug, and then I wasn't just going to put them in there just to kind of like loosen up some of that soil that was already on them. And this is what they are currently looking like. I've been watering them. We actually did get some rain, which was really nice. And so of course they're going to be in shock for a little bit, so I am going to wait to see what happens. But some of them are already doing well. I think I'm going to have to go back and trim the rose bushes again, because the two on the ends are not looking too hot. But I'm just going to give it a little bit of time. But this is what the fence is currently looking like after I did the 30-second wash. And so I'm going to go ahead and start to stain, and hopefully everything will turn out how we want it to. I'm gonna have to go to Lowe's and get more stain, because I thought we had at least a half of can, but we actually don't. so I'm not going to get much done. So I'm just going to do this little, finish this little section, and then we'll have to go get more stain from those. So I'm going to take a break. This is what I have done as of now, and I think I might be able to squeeze in 3 more of the panels, and then I'm going to have to get more stain. So, and then I'm also going to go ahead and check my ship, because I feel like for some reason we may actually have another can of this and we may not have to go to Lowe's. Friends, I have officially emptied out this can. As you can see, I used every little bit that was in there. Let me just show you all how much I did, which actually was a lot more than what I was thinking, and I think it actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna go and get a piece of wood to see how it will look at the bottom. We have like a couple of old pieces left from when we replaced the wood on our gazebo, but this is what it's looking like currently. I did place an order to Lowe's for 2 more gallons of the deck correct. It's supposed to be here at 2. We're also supposed to get rain at 2, so we'll see how that goes. But lately we've been slotted or scheduled for rain and we haven't been getting it, so I'm thinking that it's probably not going to rain, and then maybe I can, if it doesn't, then I can try and get all of this part done. Let me walk over here and get this wood to see if it'll actually work in this area over here. Good morning, friends. So the fence is officially stained, all of this side. We just have to do the outside, the front of the fence from when you look into the front of our house. But as of now, this is all done. And my plants, I need to water them, but I'll water them later. So this morning I got up and I went over to the nursery and I picked up 1 cubic yard of mulch. So I'm going to go ahead and get that down here today, and I'm going to put down the edging, and I think that's all I'm going to probably do today. I may go ahead and build the arch to put over here. I'm probably not going to do that on camera because this video is actually going to be already too long, so I'll probably go ahead and build it and then just bring it back out and place it so you all can see what I'm gonna do. I also did go to, my neighbor had an estate sale this morning, so I went over there. I picked up 2 birds from over there. I'll show you those, and I'm probably gonna place them center here, but I'm not really sure yet. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, but I know I'm gonna place them somewhere in the backyard. But so yeah, and then I'm also going to trim back this tree here. These are our neighbor's trees. So all of these trees that you all see, they all belong to my neighbor. So my husband usually goes up on the roof and he trims these back. So he'll go up there eventually and trim this tree back here, just so that we can not have a lot of stuff on our roof. And then I am going to go ahead and just trim these back. They don't care that we do this. We do it every year. So yeah, and then we're going to work on trying to get the weeds off of the fence. But as of now, my goal is to try and get this area here done so that I can get this video out. I may have to do a part 2 because I want to have this done by this weekend, because June is pretty much almost over. And on Thursday, I believe Thursday's July 1st, or is it Friday? I can't remember. But we'll be on vacation for 2 weeks. But I really only want to spend about a week of our vacation in our backyard. So I want to try and get this all done really quickly. So we're going to go ahead and jump to today's we're going to go ahead and finish the rest of this video. Like I said, it's been going on for a couple of weeks now. I think this is our 3rd week. So hopefully I'll get everything done, and then we can move on to another section of our backyard. And these are the birds that I went ahead and picked up, and they were $25 for both. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I'm probably going to end up DIYing them, but for now I'm just going to see what they look like out there in our yard. Cardboard boxes I'm going to place down before I put the landscape fabric down. I purchased 2 more lantana plants, so I'm going to go ahead and plant these first, and then I'm going to put the cardboard down and then the landscape fabric. And so yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started.